Can you say you are truly healthy? What does that even mean to you? Does that mean that you don't have cancer or that maybe you exercise 3 days a week? What does healthy look like to you? My name is Felishia Desjardins, a women's health coach, a certified holistic nutritional consultant, registered bioenergetic practitioner, and a thyroid success coach. And today we are talking about getting healthy and not just living without disease, but how to thrive in health. And we're going to talk about what that looks like and how to get there. And today I'm going to introduce you to the Trinity Approach. Now, I've battled Lyme disease and chronic illness for almost a decade, and I know what it's like to be unwell, and I know what it's like to experience healing and freedom. And I said in my last video that the number one mistake that I see my clients make, and the one that I made myself, is that when we are dealing with physical symptoms, we only focus on trying to fix or correct the physical body. At this point, honestly, half of you might tap out hearing that because you think I'm going to talk about how you should meditate or do yoga or, achieve bliss or something. And I'm not. I'm going to talk to you about how you view your body, how you view your health, how those views lead to dysfunctional approaches to health, and how those dysfunctional approaches leave you on the merry-go-round of illness. And then I'm going to teach you how to get off the merry-go-round. So I left you with 2 key takeaways from my last video. 1, you are not trying to fix a single diagnosis or an isolated issue. An effective healing protocol addresses all of the imbalances. And 2, you are a body, mind, and spirit. You cannot solely focus on the physical and expect to experience complete healing. Your emotional and spiritual parts play a critical role in your physical health, and all of those need to be addressed for healing to happen. There's my intro, because these are the fundamental concepts of what I call the Trinity Approach. And in order to have a well-rounded approach to your healing protocol, you need to be able to filter everything you are doing through these 2 concepts. The Trinity Approach is what the Lord taught me in order to help me overcome Lyme disease, and is the approach that I now get to use with clients all over the world. So let's dive right into the Trinity Approach. And I'm going to start by breaking down that first fundamental truth. And what does it look like to incorporate this on a practical, real-world level? The first thing to understand, you're going to find yourself actively fighting against this concept because the Western world, 21st century medicine, for all its positives and negatives, has ingrained this dysfunctional mentality into us. And that dysfunctional thinking says this, that we have an isolated issue, we find it, we fix it, and all will be well. This is called a reductionist view. And without even knowing it, you practice this view. When your joints start hurting, what do you say about it? What do you attribute the problem to? Well, your joints. Or when you have an upset stomach or you're reacting to foods randomly, what do you attribute that to? Well, there's something wrong with my gut. The reductionist view that you likely practice goes something like this. I have this clock. There's something wrong with this clock. So I need to take it apart. I need to find the broken piece, put it back together, and boom, the clock should work again. And that is a fantastic approach if you are trying to fix a clock. It is a wildly dysfunctional approach if you are trying to fix a human being. All of the parts in this clock are dead. They are physical objects that are not alive. All of the parts in you, your organs, your cells, your tissues, they are alive. They have functions. You take a human cell out of the body, you put it in a petri dish, and you can monitor its living function. When you get sick, when your body starts to express symptoms, it is your body's way of waving a red flag. And absolutely, we need to address which red flag it's waving. If you come to me for allergies because you're dealing with allergies, I'm maybe going to recommend getting blood tests on your eosinophils and your basophils and maybe even look at your IgE. And I might even put you on something to address those allergy symptoms. But if I stop there, I'm a poor practitioner. I'm not doing my job. If you stop there, if you come to me with allergies and you want me to give you something for your allergies and that's it, now I know you have a dysfunctional view of your health. That's not to be harsh. I say that with all the love and passion from a person who has been sick and from a person who fights every day to help people get well. I want to see you thrive, and I want to see you walking around and healing in freedom. And it starts with changing your dysfunctional understanding of health so that you can start approaching your health in a way that is going to produce positive, lasting change. When you come to me with allergies, like I said, we are going to address the allergies, but we're also going to talk about other signs and symptoms that you may be experiencing. We're going to go through your health history and maybe the viruses or major illnesses you might have had as a child or in recent years. We're going to look at a full blood work panel if we can, checking liver function, checking immune markers and inflammatory markers and blood sugar markers. I might even get you to do a full hormone panel. And for my in-person clients, I'm going to utilize some muscle testing to identify any deeper imbalances, because your allergies could be an immune imbalance that is stemming from the digestive dysfunction that you started experiencing when you were 18. You are never trying to fix a single diagnosis or an isolated issue. An effective healing protocol addresses all of the imbalances. So how are you addressing all of the imbalances that are contributing to your symptoms right now? Or are you looking at it as a single isolated issue? Are you aware of those other imbalances going on? This is what you need to think about. I am here to teach, and I am here to empower you to actively change the way that you are managing and addressing your health, because most people aren't walking in healing and freedom. Most people aren't thriving in health today. Think about the people in your own life. Don't follow in their footsteps. There is a different approach, and it starts here. It starts with addressing all of the imbalances, all of the red flags that your body is waving. Okay, we aren't done yet. There is part 2 of the Trinity Approach coming next, and this is a big one. These 2 fundamental truths will change the way you approach your health and will have a positive impact on your health. If you are open, if you are willing to shift your mindset, to learn and to make changes. So my friends, hold on to the truth that you are not your diagnosis. You are a child of God. And I'll see you over in part 2 of the Trinity.